Hey, I'm Alina. I'm one of YogaShare's co-founders, and why I got involved in YogaShare is because I noticed around New York City there's tons of yoga classes all over in business and commercial areas and a lot of the wealthier neighborhoods of New York City, but there's no yoga where people actually live, where families live, and many of the outer boroughs. And I think it's just really tough to travel so far to take a yoga class and take care of yourself. Not to mention, yoga classes can be outrageously pricey, and I don't think anyone should have to choose between their self-care and being able to feed their family.
Hi, I'm Linda. I'm one of the co-founders of YogaShare. And the reason I wanted to start YogaShare was because there's a big stereotype about who can and can't do yoga. So people may think that yoga is just for females ages 18 to 40 who are wealthier and can bend themselves into the shape of a pretzel. But actually that's not true. Anyone can do yoga. You can do yoga, mindfulness, breathing exercises, all from the comfort of a chair. And that's really my goal for YogaShare, is to bring yoga to everyone. There's a lot of research going on right now with the therapeutic benefits of yoga, whether that's for arthritis, for cancer, for diabetes, or to manage chronic pain. We want to bring that to people.
Hi, my name is Linda and I'm one of the co-founders of YogaShare. I think it is extremely important to diversify the representation of yoga. As a teacher of color, it is one of my missions to help change the perception of yoga teachers and to also create safe spaces for not only teachers of color, but students of color, where they can find a studio that they feel safe and welcomed in.
My best experience teaching with YogaShare was when I taught a group of women in the South Bronx, and I taught this group in Spanish, which was interesting for all of us. But what was really amazing is our first day of class, we had 16 women show up. And I asked each one of them if they had practiced yoga, which none of them had. And then I asked them why they showed up for class or why they wanted to start yoga. And every single one of them said that they wanted to reduce stress, because they felt that they just had a lot of stress in their life and they didn't really have an outlet for it. So as the weeks progressed, they seemed to enjoy it, and they started coming up to me after class telling me that they had relieved their back pain, or some of them even bought a mat and they started practicing at home. Each week they would greet me with a hug, and the most interesting part was probably that they also started interacting with each other. Like, they started getting each other's numbers. They started hugging each other to see each other, and more than just yoga and what it gave them, it also built a community, which is really important for us at YogaShare.
I've noticed YogaShare making an impact in the communities that we serve, and especially at one of my personal favorite organizations in Bedford-Stuyvesant, Brooklyn. At this organization, we work with children ages 5 to 7 years old who have at least one parent incarcerated. A lot of times we forget about the impact of the prison system on families and especially on children.
Our vision for YogaShare is to make yoga, meditation, and mindfulness more accessible in all of New York City, because we really believe that these tools can be used to promote overall health and well-being.